Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this particular video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can properly format your book in a way that your customers will see and will really love to purchase it. So now let's come down to the main title, the main topics of the book. I'm going to be showing you guys how to add page numbers to your book, how to add headings, how to automatically arrange your headings, because it's totally different from adding heading and automatically arranging it, how to get images for your books, how to add columns, and also how to add line within your columns. So all this I'm going to show you guys in this video, so stay tuned. So now let's just dive into it. So for this particular book, this is the title. We have Mediterranean Diet Cookbooks, and the subtitle is Nutritious Cooking Recipes for Healthier Living. So I'm going to work on only one page for this book so that the video is not going to be so long. Alright guys, so let's just dive into it. So let's say I want to work on this my title. I want it to have a heading title, and to have the title heading for this particular book, I'm going to come down here to this particular normal text, which is the style for books, and I'm going to click on title for it. When I click on title for it, if I want to change the color, anything that I want to do, I can just come down here. So let's say I'm going to use big shoulder for this particular one. No, big shoulder is not good. Let's see Baskerville. Okay, Baskerville is good. So I'm going to just like increase the size. Let's give it like 30. If I want, I could make it a bold. If I like, I could underline it, but I wouldn't underline. For me, I wouldn't underline this one. So let's say I want to change the color. I can change the color to this. I can use red, any color you want, but please try to make sure that you put a color that matches with the background, so that it will not be too dull or too bright, you know. So let's just go for this red color. So let's work on this subtitle. For the subtitle, I'm going to just highlight it too, come down to this normal text and click on subtitle for it. It's going to give you like this. So normally I'm going to change it. Maybe I could give it this one too. For this particular video, that's what I'm going to be using. Then give it a bold, change the color to maybe black or red, anyone I feel like. Then make it a center. If it's not, usually if you click on that, it's not going to give you center. So for some reason I already arranged it like that, so my subtitles are usually centralized. I come down to this alignment, click on it, centralize it. My distance, my pen name could be like this. I could change it. I could even use the same font I use for my title and my subtitle for it, right? Jeffrey. So let's come down here. I'll give it a space. When I give it a space, and I think it's okay like this, so I could just add one. So this particular page is for this particular page. Always give a page break for your next page. You click on Control Shift, you're going to have a page break for it. I'll make it a normal text. If you make it a normal text, it's going to come down here. So this page is going to be your copyright page, because this is usually my copyright page, but you can use anything there. It all depends on how you like to format your book. This page is for table of content. This is table of content. For my table of content, I always give it a heading 1 format. So let's come down here, click on heading 1 for it. I forgot to show you guys something. For your heading 1, usually is going to give you this your heading 1 is going to give you a normal text like this. Let me show you guys. Your heading 1 is going to give you a normal text like this, but when you come down here, you highlight it, click on this heading 1. This is what is going to show for you. So come here, you can change it to any font you want. Like I said, I'll be using this particular font for this video. You can use any font. Feel free to be creative. Don't do everything you see on videos. Try to change style. So I'm going to use this particular font for this video. Let me increase it to maybe size 20. Then I'll add a bold to it, and I could change the color if I want. Let's use this blue for instance. So for my heading 1, this is my table of content. I leave it as heading 1. I'll come down here, and I want to show you guys one trick that I always use. Let's say I want to automatically arrange, like I said here, I just showed you guys how to add headings. This is for heading 1, and how to automatically arrange your headings. So let's say I want to like make all my heading 1s to be this particular design. I don't want to keep stressing to be arranging them manually by myself. I'll just highlight this particular heading 1, come down here under this heading 1. If you notice, it is still just black color with normal font. I'll just come down to the heading 1, this up arrow that is clicking by the side. I'll come down to the second option and I'll click on update heading to match. You see, so any heading 1 I put for this particular book, it's going to be the reason why this is like this is because I actually turned this to heading 1. So let's just make it back to normal text. So this one, I'm going to be using a heading 1 for it too. You understand? I'm going to be using a heading 1 for this particular welcome to the Mediterranean diet. I'll click on this and I'm going to give it a heading 1. So automatically it's a heading 1. But I didn't do something. I didn't centralize this. So for that, I still have to go back to the heading and then update it. So I've updated it. All my heading 1s are going to be in the center. So now let's go back and still look for another subheading. Okay, this is a subheading for this book. I'll click on it. This is going to be my heading 2. I'll click this, come down. If I click, if you notice, you guys, it's already on red and it has an underline. It's not a normal text. If I click on it, it's going to give me this. But usually if you click on heading 2, you are going to have a normal text of your book, but you have to arrange it to this color and style and everything. So let's say I want to arrange it, change the color and font. I can just come down here, click on back to view. I've changed this. I can increase the size. If I increase the size, I might maybe change the color if I so wish to, you know. And I'll come down here, I'll click on this one. It's not going to be red again. Let me update it so that you guys can see. If I update it, it's going to turn back to blue. This is how to automatically arrange all your headings without having to do them manually, you know. So this is it. This one, I want it as heading 1. Like I said, I'm going to do only 1 chapter for this book so that all of us are going to like benefit. When you come down to this heading 1, you give it a page break. When you give it a page break, you come down here, you highlight this one, gives this a heading 2. Give this one a page break too. Come down, give it a heading 2. This is heading 2. Do this again, come down, give it a heading 2. Give it a heading 2. Give this one a page break, also give it a heading 2. That's how we keep doing. This particular recipe has 5. So let's just finish this one. I'll give this one a heading 2 too also. Okay, so this is a heading 2 for this one too, right? Give this one a page break, come down, give this a heading 2. So this is how you format your book. This is how you format your book in a way that it will look well arranged, not scattered, very appealing to the eyes, you know. Just keep doing this. So this is a heading 2 too. Okay, so okay, we're not done. Like I said, I'm going to do only 1 chapter. Let me just finish giving this a heading, then I'll come back. Alright guys, I'm back. So I am done giving my my chapter 1 headings, because if I should format all the books in this video, it's going to take so much time and I don't really want this video to be too long. So what I'll do now is get my table of content. How do you get your table of content? Easier for your book. Sometimes we have them arranged somewhere, but for this particular video I'm going to show you guys practically how I do it. So you come down here to table of content, you will like click on links. If you click on links, then you highlight all the table of contents, you understand. You copy them. When you copy them, you look for your this thing. You look for your notepad. When you look for your notepad, let me open this. then you impute your table of content. Sometimes you have to arrange it yourself because it might always come out like this when you impute it on your notepad. So let's just arrange this. I'll come back. Alright guys, so we are back. These are the table of content with the recipes of the book that we're going to be getting the images for. So what I should remind you is that your images, you should try to copy only 5 images when you want to generate your images for your books. So now we're going to copy 1 to 5. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. These are 5 number of recipes. Let's copy this. Let me go back to my file. Under here I will click on Gemini. If you don't have an account with Gemini, register. It's not hard, it's very simple. You just have to fill in some details. So let me open a new chart. Under this new chart, I'll tell it hello. If I tell it hello, it's going to ask me how I'm doing. I'll tell it fine. So what I'm going to do is now I'll tell it to generate. Okay, I'll tell it just tell it I am, because you're supposed to like start a conversation with him. I am fine, thank you. Okay, so it will ask you what you want it to do for you today. So what I'll tell it is that I am working on I am working on a Mediterranean diet cookbook. All I want from you is to be generating the images for the recipe names I am going to be dropping for you. So you ask it, do you understand, so that you can be sure if it really understands what you are seeing. So let's give it. So it said absolutely, I can help you with that. So all I have to do now is just to be dropping the recipe name for them. Okay, so now I'll say generate an image for these recipes. So I will Control V the recipes, I'll paste them, and I'll just tell it to Gemini. So let me pause this video. When it's done, I'll come back. Alright guys, we're back. So these are the images that Gemini generated for us for the recipes that we pasted for it. If you want, you can just click on this, just in case you don't like the particular image that I generated for you. You click on this. When you click on this, you're going to have something like this. You can generate more, you can do anyhow you like. These are images that you can use for your book, and they look quite real to me, so you can just use them. You can even see this one, it has a spoon on it. So let's just go for one particular one. Let me go for this one. I'm going to just, if you click on this arrow that's coming down, it means download. So you guys can see the image downloaded here. So let me close this. I want to download like 3 images. Let's wait for this one to load too. So I don't like this image, I want another one. So let's say I want to go for this one. I'm going to just download it too. Instead of waiting, let me go back. Let me just maybe open this one too. This one is done downloading. I like this one too. I can go for it. You just go for the ones that you want. So let's go back. So this is the book that we're working on. So let's come down to the images. So for this particular one, you give it a space down, then you come here, make it middle. When you make it middle, you're going to go to your download folders here. Let's say we want to use Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt was the first image I downloaded for my book. I'm going to come here and I'm going to put it. If you are doing your paperback, what you're going to do is make it a wrap text. You come down here, you put it to the center. This is how you arrange it. But before doing that, let me show you guys Okay, yeah, this is a wrap text. This is how you wrap text your image so that it will fit by the side of the book. So now let's come here too. I want to show you guys something. For this particular image, let's say I want to make it a 2-column image, right? What I'll do is I'm going to just highlight all the recipes. I'll come down to format. Under format, I'll come down to column. Under column, I'm going to make it a 2-page column, like a 2-column recipe. So after I'm done with giving it a 2-column, I'm going to come here under more options. I'm going to tell this is how to add the lines between your columns. Yeah, so when I click on it, I'm going to have a line. If you guys can really notice, there's a line within this column. There's a line within this column, and it makes it look really much more attractive. So now let's go get our image again. Let's go get our image. So for the image, if you want to put like an image for the column, you can just come here under here. Let's drag an image and put it here so you guys can see it looks really nice, right? So like I said, on this video I'm going to show you guys how to format your book, which is how to add your page numbers, how to add headings, how to automatically arrange your headings, how to get images, how to add columns, and also line within the columns. So I think I've been able to explain all that on the video. The only thing I didn't do was to add number. So for the numbering, you're going to just click on insert. Under insert, you're going to see something like page numbers. So your page number is supposed to start from the second page, so you click on it. When you click for page number, if you want to change the font of the page number or anything, you can just click on any font. It's not hard. Click, like, highlight the number, come down to the fonts, change it. You can change the size, you can bolden it, you can change the color. It will all look different. Anything you do to it will make sense. So this is it. Like I said, your page number does not start from the first page, it starts from the second page. This is the second page. So that's how it keeps going down, 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 and you have a book there. So if you guys follow this format that I use for this is like a normal page recipe. This is 2-column. This is 2-column page recipe for your book. This is how you format your book in a way that it will look nice on docs without having to like really pass through so much stress. Alright guys, so I'm done with this video. Thank you for taking our time to watch it through the end. I really appreciate. And since we're done, have a nice day.